It was forecast to be a nice day, so we decided to take a ride on the Jamestown Ferry near Williamsburg, Virginia. The Jamestown Scotland ferry departs adjacent to the Jamestown colony. It was time to board, and the ferry on our trip to Scotland was the Surrey. The Jamestown Ferry is also known as the Jamestown Scotland Ferry. It covers the James River and crosses between Jamestown and James City County with Scotland Wharf in Surrey County. It's a free ferry service, is operated by the Virginia Department of Transportation, runs 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. Following the direction of the ferry's crew, we were soon parked in our spot and settled in for the enjoying ride over to Scotland. People and vehicles were not the only passengers on this ferry trip. As you can see, numerous seagulls enjoy the ride too. The ferry operates 24 hours a day and at all times has at least a single vessel in service. Here you can see the second ferry vessel that was still operating that day, the Powhatan. Additional ferries are added during the day and during high peak times during the summer. There are 4 vessels used for the ferry service: the Powhatan, the Pocahontas, the Surrey, and the Williamsburg. We had arrived on the Scotland side of the ferry route, and a gentle bump and a flight of birds indicated that we had docked. It was time to offload from the ferry Surrey and head into Scotland. Our next stop was Edwards Ham Shop in Surrey, Virginia. Edwards Ham has a wide selection, from peanuts to hams and jams. It is a delightful stop that will fulfill anybody's palate any day of the week. And now it was time for the return ferry trip back to Jamestown. This time, we were on the ferry Powhatan, and as before, it was smooth sailing across the James River. The ferry service was privately started in 1925, but the state of Virginia acquired it and began running operations in 1945. Nearly 1 million vehicles make the 15-minute voyage across the James River each year. The first ferry boat to make the crossing on February 26, 1925, was named Captain John Smith and was operated by Captain Albert F. Jester. The Captain John Smith continued operations until early 1950s. There has been different discussions on replacing the ferry service with a bridge, but as of today, that has not been done. On our return trip to the Jamestown side, we had a good view of the Jamestown Settlement. It's located about 2.5 miles southwest of Williamsburg. We'll explore the Jamestown Settlement in a future video. The Jamestown Scotland ferries have an upper deck that passengers can go to for a walk-around view of the surrounding areas. It provides a good view of everything around you. It was a very relaxing trip as the ferry made its way back to dock. Time to depart. Thank you, Powhatan. It was a nice trip. As we made our way back to shore, we passed by the Jamestown ships, the Discovery, the Susan Constant, and the Godspeed. I recommend anyone visit the Jamestown Settlement and visit the ships that are replicas of the originals that made their trip across the Atlantic, back on shore and back to Williamsburg. Thanks for watching.